Hello, parents and scholars. Happy Monday. Um, Good morning or afternoon, whenever you're watching. I'm Miss Stone, and obviously, this is our first grade group. I had quite a few things that I want to go over with you. This is our introduction for the week. I have a few things that I wanted to kind of throw out there and clear up for you guys. um, kind of what things are going to look like, what kinds of things that you should be expecting to see, um, also what you should be expecting from us as teachers, and I hope that everyone is staying safe during this time. I know this is really hard. Um, we miss you guys. We miss being at school. We miss learning with you guys and working with everyone every single day. You really don't even know how hard it is for us, and I know it's hard on you guys as well. Um, just have a few things that I want to go over. So, this is our weekly introduction. This is for the week of March 23rd. Basically our first week of online learning, if you will. We will be putting out a introduction video every Monday, just like this one. Um, that'll kind of lay out the week for you, kind of tell you what's going on. You also will get a outline of the plan. So each day will have activities. You can use the worksheets or activities that are in the plan or on the Google Doc, but you can also feel free to write and draw your own stuff. So if you don't have a printer, you don't have that access to things like that, don't worry about it. You're not working or worried about the format itself. Just take your pencil on a paper. If it's a Venn diagram, just draw it. If you're answering questions, don't write the question. Just write number one, write the answer. Um, Write it out in complete sentences or draw it out if it's math. Um, Write the equations or the inequalities or whatever we're doing for that day. Um, Try your best to take pictures and post as much as you possibly can of your work. We want to see it. We want you to be proud of your work. We want your peers and other scholars to see your work and other parents and families. Um, so underneath that dojo story or that section of where the plan is, just write a comment, post a picture of your work. You can hold it, you can just take a picture of the work. Um, Please, please, please show us your work. We really want to see it, and we want you to be proud of what you're doing. Please don't feel like you have to do 100% of every single activity that specific time of the day. You can kind of use them as you need to. Um, if you want to do Tuesday on Monday, it's not a big deal. We just want to give you as much as we possibly can, but also make it as simple as possible. Um, we don't want to overwhelm you. We don't want you to feel like, oh my gosh, like what is happening? There's too much going on. We don't want that at all. Okay? So please, please, please just ask any questions that you need to ask. Um, you can communicate mainly through Dojo. Class Dojo is probably going to be the best way to get a hold of any of us. We are available every single day from 8 until at least 3 o'clock every day. So if you send us a message, we're going to do our best to get back to you as soon as we possibly can, hopefully in that day or first thing the next morning. I would like to go ahead and lay out um, what the week will look like, what you should expect for each day, um, as well as any questions or information at the end. So each week on Monday, you should receive a dojo story. Okay, it's going to have a plan for that entire week laid out for you. So you should have activities for each day. So activities for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday. Um, there's ELA, science, math, social studies, writing. We're going to kind of blend all those subjects into the week as much as possible. And so each day you will have activities, as well as each day you should be looking for a read aloud from one of the first grade teachers and Miss Barbie as well. So there are going to be links put out to you via Dojo, probably underneath the original post. Each day we will add that link into the comment section, and then you can just click on it. You can watch the video, you can ask and answer questions, send your questions, write your questions, anything like that. Get that line of communication and keep it open. Your scholars teacher should be reaching out to you. They should be at some point today on Monday be sending you any login information for any apps or programs that your scholar can use or will need. If you haven't gotten those already, I know I've had quite a few who have already gotten their information, but all that will be coming to you. If you don't see it at some point today, please message and just say, hey, can I get my scholars login information, and we'll be glad to send that to you. After you do each activity, so let's say today is Monday, I watch the read aloud, I do my ELA activity, write, and then I do, my math activity, and I've done all that. Each activity should not take you more than anywhere between like 15 to 25 minutes. If it's taking your scholar a whole lot of time to complete these activities, then please reach out to us and let us know. Do not spend a bunch or a whole lot of time on one activity. It's not something that should take an hour or even 45 minutes. It should be quick, fun, engaging activities that they can do on their own, or siblings can help, or you can read to them, or you can help. We want it to be as simple as possible, so everything should be laid out for you. And then after those activities, then we have an entire list of extra resources that you can use on phone, tablet, computer, anything like that. So if it has an app store, you can download these apps. You can also go to the websites directly. And some of them you need login information for that's specific to your scholar. Some of the resources you may have like a classroom login. Others you don't need a login at all. It can just be fun, extra, extended activities to work on and complete. So I'm going to name some of the resources for you. For math, you have Extra Math, you have Freckle, and you have Prodigy. Those are going to be our three main math resources. I believe all three of them you need logins for, so reach out to your teacher if they have not sent you that information. And then for reading, we have quite a few. Get Epic is one that you need a class login for, but it's a great resource with stories and books. Scholastic, that is a phenomenal resource. Scholastic has put together an entire um, an entire unit of items. So they have laid out a lesson plan for each day, every single day. So you can log into Scholastic. You can ask for the logins for that. It's very specific. I believe I've already posted it on Dojo, but I'll make sure the other teachers have as well. You log in to Scholastic. There are books, there are activities for each day. So day one, you can do all the activities, read the books. There's day two, you can do everything. If you're wanting extra reading, then Scholastic is going to be a great resource for you to use. Scholastic is a great extra resource because it has everything laid out for you. So after you've done the daily activities and assignments, you can always put your scholar onto Scholastic, and they have activities for them there as well. So that'll take up a lot more time, but it's also very fun and engaging, and your scholar can learn a lot from that resource. They have put together a online learning community that is completely free. So free is the best. So use that resource as you need it. There's a login, but it's one for the whole grade level pretty much. So I know mine is already posted on Dojo, so you can look there, but I'll also make sure that all the other teachers have theirs as well. We have Kids A to Z. Most of your scholars might already know their logins for A to Z, but if they do not, your scholars teacher should be pushing that out to you if you haven't already gotten them. Kids A to Z is leveled reading, so it should be based off of your child's reading level, which is helpful because sometimes when you're using resources, things can be way too easy or they could be way too hard. So the good thing about Kids A to Z and um, Prodigy even for math is the teachers get all the information. So if your child is reading on Kids A to Z, the teacher gets an entire layout of what they've done. So they get the amount of time they have spent on the program. They get all the titles and the books that they have read and levels, as well as the scores for all of the questions and the test at the end of each book. And it shows all the standards and different fiction and nonfiction and all the items that they have done and completed. So that's a really good resource as well. And then we also have Khan Academy. Khan Academy, I believe, has a login, but they have created a free resource as well since everyone is out of school and kind of moved to the online learning. Same as Scholastic, Khan Academy has kind of front loaded that free online learning community, trying to help families and classrooms keep learning going even at home. Now, I believe that's all of our apps. I do want to say that use all the resources possible. Do not feel like you have to stay just on A to Z or just on Prodigy. Please use as many resources as you possibly can. That's important. You don't want to, every single day to be doing Prodigy every single day, or or just on extra math all that whole day. Switch it up, move things around, have fun with it, but also use it as a reward or a tool. Let's say you do, 20 minutes of Kids A to Z and you've read so many books or passages or pieces of text, and then as a reward, you might be able to play on abcya.com for 10 or 15 minutes. So things like that are great reward systems. Most of the scholars do know ABCY, and so that's a great fun resource. That's still a learning site, but it's not as structured as Prodigy or Kids A to Z or Khan Academy or sites like that might be, if that makes sense. So I believe that's all I have for you. Please keep yourself and your family safe. Um, Reach out to us. Keep in touch with us. We want to hear from you. We want to see you. We want to know how things are going. Please keep in contact with us. We want to know everything. And we are here to help. I promise we are all in this together. We are going to make it through. It's going to be great. We are going to do it, and it's going to rock. We're going to do it. I promise. So keep in touch, and bye, guys.